Right, welcome back to episode 2. So we actually made another episode. So I'm pretty happy with myself. This is the second week of the... We've done 2 weeks in a row. Let's celebrate. Roll credits. I do have to apologise. I am a little bit under the weather today. I woke up with some sort of groggy throat. And that's something you don't really want on release date, but hey, what can you do? So what have we done this week? There's been loads of stuff going on this week, so thankfully for today, Bruised is out today. So we're a bit overwhelmed with all the responses and all the comments and all the messages we've had regarding Bruised. We're so proud of the way it's come out, and we're really happy how it's done. Unfortunately, because I record these videos on a Wednesday, the song was released on a Wednesday, so it is January the 7th now, but you are watching this on Sunday. So I haven't got a counter, so this counter here is still at 0, but we should get it updated for next week, which would be great. Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, give it a stream. It's on everything. So we got YouTube Music, Spotify, Deezer, everything that you can record, you can listen to your music on. YouTube Music, give YouTube Music a go. If I mention YouTube Music, I'm sure the algorithm might kick this video off a little bit. Thank you for all that is streamed Bruised so far. We're really happy on the responses and the messages we've received for Bruised. We're super proud on how it's come out. And yeah, we're really looking forward to what the campaign schedule has for it. So what we did this week, so we're quite very busy this week. So we did all sorts of things, like we've been basically prepping for release schedule. So this week has literally just been scheduling, making reels, making videos, editing, playlists, radio, emails, a lot of admin work today. So it's not incredibly exciting, but that's a part of music. If you want your music to get heard, this is the stuff you have to do. I quite enjoy doing all this stuff, really. At least it gives you something to do between shows and everything like that, and yeah, and it helps you reach new audiences and everything. So it's not a complete waste of time or anything like that. It's like, even if you get one new listen from any of these things, that's one new set of ears that is listening to your music. So yeah, really exciting. So yeah, we've had, like I said, had a lot of good feedback on the track and everything like that, and very exciting. So this week we met up at Chase and Mallory HQ, which is a private location that we have. We recorded a live video for, basically it's for like week 3 of our content. We have an actual plan, so it's we have like our 6-week release schedule, and we basically been working on week 3 now. So we recorded a live video. So basically we set up like 4 different cameras all around the place, and we just played the song through live, basically to give it that like kind of raw element to it, which is, I mean, it's important because I get a bit put off with modern music, especially with the layers and the backing tracks and everything like that, taking your laptops, is because music is always, to me, it's about like kind of people with guitars, and your recorded version is always going to be different to your live version. Because I always find it's important to show people our live version as well as our recorded version, because we don't use any like kind of backing tracks or anything during our sets. We used to, and it was absolute hell. I hated every single bit of it, because I don't know about you, like kind of, especially if you're any musicians listening to this, especially me, I hate a dead stage. I hate like kind of in-ears and everything like that, because what really gets me excited and gets me going and makes me flop around on stage like an absolute madman is just the bass, like kind of beating in your chest. You can feel it. It's just that music, the bass drum, the bass playing, it just gets you excited. It's like when you go to a show and stuff like that. I mean, you don't get excited when you listen to your song in your bedroom. Well, you could do, but yeah. So we did the live version of that. Yeah, it came. I think it's going to come out really good. So you get to see that on week 3. So I think that is, I mean, we're 2 weeks away from that being released. But yeah, it'll be cool to see what you guys think of it. And yeah, like I said, we're really happy with it. We also recorded different parts for our next release. So even though we've literally just released this track today, we're already thinking about our next schedule. So we needed to, so we've got a new track coming out in 6 weeks' time, after Bruised has had its run. And yeah, basically we're just polishing off the last few bits. I think Kev had a few bits on his guitar to put in, but now that's literally off and having its work done to it now. So yeah, it's really great. I really look forward to the next one. I shouldn't really be talking about the next one just yet, which we will like kind of announce the name more closer to the time and everything like that. But yeah, enjoy Bruised while it's out now. But yeah, it's really exciting. So I wanted to go into a little bit more detail because I haven't got that much to talk about today. Kind of wanted to go over some of our older songs. So one of our, I'd say, biggest songs that we had out there was a song called End of the World. Now, End of the World had two different versions of basically End of the World. We had the original version that was released in 2022 of our original singer, Ash, which was absolutely fantastic. And obviously we had it re-release when Remy took the vocals, and oh my God, like her vocals on that track is just amazing. But yeah, there's an interesting story that I don't know why we've never shared this before. But yeah, it has quite a story behind it, really. So End of the World came out it was like kind of March, April time in 2022. It was a song written by, again, our original guitarist, Danny. He showed us this song and we automatically just thought, like, oh, that's a great song and everything like that. But yeah, so we sent that off to be mixed, and we got it. We always used to get our tracks mixed by a mixing engineer in Ukraine. I don't want to mention names or anything, like I said last week, because I haven't got permission to mention names. But yeah, we used to get mixed in Ukraine, and we sent the track over, the original one with Ash on. So we sent it over, and normally it used to take about 3 to 4 weeks, because he's quite a big sound engineer. He does a lot of things for a lot of big acts, especially in Ukraine and the world music. So it used to take him about 4 weeks to get back to us and everything like that, but he always used to get our sound. Anyway, so we sent over our music to him, and it was literally literally a week after he had it that Russia invaded Ukraine, and he lived in Kyiv. So it's basically the song End of the World it's very kind of fitting how we actually named it End of the World when our song was being mixed, and it was the end of the world. May have seemed like the end of the world for the people of Ukraine at the time. And when we heard about the Russian invasion, we were obviously very worried about not about our music, but more about our friend, our mixing engineer, who was in Ukraine, and we hadn't heard from him in days at this point. Just like a week had gone by and we hadn't heard from him. We did message as soon as we knew that Russia invaded and they would try and take control of Kyiv. We just messaged him to say, like, look, mate, how are you? Are you okay? We worried for the worst, in all fairness. And then literally like kind of a week and a half later, we got a message back, and he was like, oh, no, don't worry, guys, I'm alive. I'll have this track back for you soon. And we're like, hang on, your country just got invaded and literally just took your hometown. And luckily, this guy had managed to escape Ukraine, and he was basically held up in this little remote village on the Polish border, and basically he escaped into this little basement place on the edge of Poland. And yeah, he messaged us back and he said, oh, don't worry, I'll have the track ready for the end of the week. And I was like, I think we were all like, hang on, what do you mean like at the end of the week? Like kind of, we don't expect to get it back at all at this point. And he was like, oh no, don't worry, I've ordered a monitor off Amazon, so yeah, it'll be here in like a couple of days, so yeah, and I'll get your music finished. And I mean, that's just signal of the people of Ukraine on how like kind of mentally strong they are. Is that your country was invaded, your home was destroyed, and you were just like, oh, well, I've got commitments to thingy, I'm going to get them sorted. I was just like kind of status world. And when we got it back, it was just amazing. I don't know how he did it. But yeah, that's kind of like the story of End of the World. Like I said, it was, the writing of it was, I'm not entirely sure of the backstory behind the writing of it. I think it was a song about like kind of regeneration and rebirth. And it was originally called Eyes, and it was only like kind of at the last minute that we changed it to End of the World. So to have our song being mixed when something like the end of the world was happening for a certain like kind of country of people, just kind of gave it like kind of that extra element to me. But yeah, that's the story of End of the World, and yeah, it was a really good song. So if you haven't heard it, give it a listen. It's on all streaming platforms. Like I said, I think it's our top song across all streaming platforms. You'll find it. Going back to being Wednesday, I've got to go back to doing lots of promotional work, and get them all done. But yeah, next week we'll be able to give you a bit of a counter on how our streams are doing and everything like that. And yeah, happy days. Remember to follow us on like kind of all our social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't think we really bother with X. Does anybody bother with X anymore? Let us know in the comments if anybody bothers with X anymore. I don't know. I've never really been into that thing. But yeah, if you got like 5 minutes spare, if you've seen this video, give Bruised a listen, give it a share, give it a like, give us a follow. You can click the subscribe button right here, and that will give you all updates and everything to our channel whenever we post videos. Like I said, we are planning to promote Chase and Mallory very, very a lot is the main thing. So a lot this year. So we'll have new videos out every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, as well as our reels and everything that will be playing through the week. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for joining me again, and see you next week. Bye. Hi, you've reached the end of the video. Thanks to Kev, we have changed the name of our series here. So it used to be Chasing Mallory to 100,000 streams. But Kev came up with a great idea. I think it was Kevin Lorna. Thanks, Kevin Lorna. Who said, shouldn't it be called Chasing 100K? That's a hell of a name. So we're going to change it from what I just said, because it's a bit of a tongue twister, to Chasing 100K. So the new series, this series is basically going to be called Chasing Mallory, Chasing 100K. Updated every Sunday.